Lindores is the history, the whole reason, the reason that we're here. So for the first part of the tour, we'll be concentrating in this room, and I'll tell you a little bit about the French monks who lived here over 800 years ago, and the brewing and distilling they were doing. Then we'll move through the double glass doors into the distillery, talk a wee bit more about whisky in general, and we'll walk around our distillery, including a visit to the warehouse, where most of our whiskey. Compare the old with the new. Let's get back to the old. And to look at the old distilling that was being done here, we need to look at Europe. I've got a map here. Europe as in the 15th century. You can see that map was being drawn before they thought the earth was round. Probably still thought it was flat. So things are a little bit off. Scotland's a little bit skew with. But this is an old 15th century map, and on it it shows a lot of abbeys, priories, belonging to the Benedictine monks. Now the Benedictine Catholic monks in Europe were pretty much controlling mainland time, but we're interested in the monks that sailed up the River Tay and landed on the banks of Fife here. Same red sandstone, that is Abbey House, Abbey Farm, and this whole area, this building, all these buildings will be run as a dairy farm for over 100 years now. And you can see it's been made from the same stone because the monks, I think, would have loved to have still been here. They'd love to have settled here forever, I think. But of course in the 16th century, if you know anything about history, the Reformation happened here in Britain. He writes books, yeah. He was a great writer and researcher in the brewing industry, becoming increasingly interested in the distilling industry. Alcohol. A lot of the people, men in Scotland, would have quite quickly and easily mixed together some grain and some water. I want you to try and tell me what sort of flavours you're smelling or what flavours you're tasting, or you're not. Of course, as I said, your friends too, that's really nice. Anybody else want to have a wee smell and a taste? Now, when we opened our distillery, a week, or you can add botanicals and you can make it quite quickly. And everyone said, are you going to make a gin? But again, Drew and Helen always say, we put it in a medicine bottle to a gin and tonic, and aquavitae and ginger. So if you want to try that later, we sell that in the bar, or I can give you a wee try of it. Give me a glass, there's 3 more, if anybody wants another one. No, it's a climate really helps us with our production. You know, it's always nice and cold, even in the summer, it never gets too hot. The temperature is quite sort of regular. But yeah, we don't have any heating in this part of the road. I usually have a jacket here. I'm reading the jacket down the perimeter of their abbey and the water flow down to River Tay. They called that little burn the Holy Burn, and that was their grain of barley like that to taste. It would taste, it's horrible, it's disgusting, it's not very nice, it's very dry, germinate, and at that point we dry the barley. Now we've dried our barley with warm air, but on the islands you can imagine they malted barley down into what we call a grist. Now we could mill and mill and mill that barley until it becomes almost flour, or we could just mill it a little bit until it's very husky. Yeah. Sorry. Process. In fact, we're actually still following the same process that monks probably followed, 500-600 years ago. A very simple process. So if you're fed up hearing about the process, some of you might be going, oh, I've heard this. These 2 tanks here are our water supply, our hot liquor tanks. We've got nice insulated jackets on. As I say, the water has come here, it's hot. This is a 2-ton mash tun. In other words, it takes 2 tons of grain, and it's a semi-lauter mash tun. In other words, it has rakes. It goes round for about 2 hours. That water full of sugar is drained off.